Here's something that is interesting, and I don't know how this is becoming a trend for me, but it's like kind of showing me something a little bit different that is weird. So I'm legitimately like sitting, um, kind of just came from having lunch. I'm just sitting, right, minding my own business, and an adult black male comes up to me. He's like, can I ask you a question? And I'm like, oh yeah, what's up? He's like, oh, like, what's your name? That's what he starts with. But then also he's like, do you know how to braid hair? And I'm like, what? And he's like, do you know how to braid hair? Okay. First of all, like, I don't have, like, he's talking about French braids. I don't have French braids right now, so like I'm not sure. Is it just because I'm like a black woman I'm supposed to know how to like braid hair? And also he's like, I'll give you $30 to braid my son's hair. Like, he said that. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't know how to braid hair. Now that's a lie. I definitely do know how to braid my hair. I don't braid other people's hair. And I'm not sure like why that was an assumption, why that, like, I feel like I could probably go on Instagram right now and find somebody in my area who braids hair. Like, I could just go on Instagram and do that. So like, why I don't want to braid your hair, sir. I don't want to braid your son's hair. Like, I don't. Also, yeah, $30 for braiding hair is not an appropriate amount. There's just all these things. Like, it's quite frustrating. And I think it's like all together. It's like when you put all the microaggressions all together, it's so frustrating, bro. Like, what is that? You could, like, if I wanted somebody else to braid my hair right now, I could go online and find somebody to do it. So why are you coming up to strangers and being like, yeah? And then also it's like, so now I have to do the work to explain to this grown-ass man, like, sir, it's inappropriate to go up to people who you don't know and just, like, randomly ask them to, like, braid your family member's hair like that. I don't even know how that's a thing. Where, how? I don't understand. Like, I would never do that. And I think like a really big part of like my push, like, here's another thing too, and that I feel like I'm kind of slowly starting to realize this. There have been so many spaces that I've been in where I'm like the only black person, not just the only black female, just like the only black person. And it's like, I know that. And a lot of times it does get a bit like scary, because I realize that in this space, probably no additional black people are gonna come around for a while. So that means this entire community is gonna be socialized away from any regular black experience. And so the only way that they are going to be introduced to anything about black culture, black society, black women, black people, anything. And I'm not saying that we're a monolith, but I'm also saying, like, if you're here, like, if you're watching this, there's something about me that is like interesting or familiar in some way to you, but like, we are a very small percentage of this population. Like, we are not mainstream. And because there's no representation of us outside of like this, they don't know. Like, when I'm saying I'm saying mainstream society, like the everyday people you come across, like, don't know that we exist. It is a very strange situation, really. It's really weird. It's weird. And I don't know if it's gonna get better. I don't think it's gonna get better. That's also weird. I wonder if the lighting gets better if I kind of like... It's kind of a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know. I do know that until December, I'm probably not going to change anything about my situation until December. Probably. I might have to, but probably not until then. And so there's a lot of reflecting that I'm gonna do in that time. And I wonder what you guys think about that, right? Like, that is, it's weird. Like, what? I don't. Who's the black woman who's gonna tell that old man, like, it is inappropriate to go up to strangers, especially black women, and just assume that they know how to braid hair, and then also assume that they are willing and wanting to braid yours, and maybe understand the price of the labor, because, like, in a service like hair braiding, I don't know how long or short his son's hair is, but it would definitely require longer than an hour. It would probably take like 2 hours, so it's not like you're just paying an hourly wage to get that service done. I would say probably for braiding hair, if anyone does try to solicit you for that, probably $70 for a full hair braid would be a little bit more fair, and that's given if they wash their own hair, if the hair is not very long. That's maybe more of a fair amount. But it was just like, there's so many things about that said. It was just strange. The instance was strange. And maybe he felt comfortable doing that because in his real life, he does that shit all the time. That's what I mean. When everyone keeps saying, like, the men are the problem, it's shit like that. Like, I'm sorry, but what? Like, people just comes up to his mother and does shit like that? Comes up to his family members? Like, because it wasn't like literally, it's like I'm sitting. He, like, walks up. Excuse me? Like, what? Like, I'm not here to provide you with any service at all, period. Like, I'm not here for your entertainment. I'm not here to be in community with you. I have nothing to offer you at all, period. Nothing. Just, like, absolutely nothing. I don't want to braid your person's hair. I don't want to know you. I don't know. That's weird, but